Hello, Facebook. I don't know what's happening with Instagram. It doesn't really look like it's working, so I'm just going to run with Facebook. And hopefully the video doesn't annoy me like last time. So, good morning. And today we have a guided meditation for inner child healing. And I've sort of been feeling into it, and I've got some cards. And what's interesting, I began to feel a sensation in my sacral as soon as I started tuning into what needs to come up today. And the sacral chakra is all to do with creativity and how, where our creativity is housed and how we use it. And I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day who was speaking about how he realized years ago that he was a practical person, which is something that he'd had from childhood. And I think that for many of us who come into our gifts or whatever it is that we realize is what should be happening or what we should be doing in the world, it's something we've always been good at. It's something that as a child we were drawn to and a way that we've been our whole lives. And so I think that actually when we heal our inner child and when we reconnect with our child self, which in this painting of the inner child, the man who painted it, Tony Carmine Salerno, talks about our child self as our soul self before we got influenced by the outside world. So I like to think of that as well, as your child self being your essential self. And so reconnecting with our child self and healing the inner child really helps. I think for me it's helped to really align me with what my soul's calling is, or what I believe it to be. And a card that came up as well was Trust Your Innocence. Now this card represents understanding that you know what is best for you and you know what your inner truth is, and the card is just an encouragement to trust that. And trusting your innocence is almost trusting that intuitive voice that you have from your inner child, if you're connecting with that child self and that playful self. And overseeing this meditation is the Goddess Freya, and she is the Norse goddess who is she's the leader of the demi-goddesses in the Norse tradition. Sorry, my friends just asked me about whether I'm live on Instagram, and that is not working. Oh, maybe it's working now. Oh, okay, hi Instagram. Sorry about the Facebook situation, for the Facebook people who I'm already live for. Yeah, I was live on Facebook and Instagram wasn't working, but it's working now, so cool. I'm just gonna pick up where I left off. So I'm talking about the Goddess Freya, who's gonna oversee this meditation. And she is the goddess in charge of the demi-goddesses in Norse mythology, and she represents knowing how to discern between what your truth is and what is obligation. And she encourages us, which I think is really good for this theme of trusting our inner child and our essence, essentially, is understanding what is discernment for us and knowing when something is good for us and is working in our favor for what we want to do in our lives, and when it isn't. And I guess part of our creative process is knowing that this is something that's going to make me go down the path I want to go down and encourage me to do what I want to do and inspire me, or this is something that is actually going to lead to me removing myself from my creative process and project and procrastinating. So I like the idea that the Goddess Freya is going to be a part of this meditation to kind of help us to say, yes, this is what I want. And I think that there are no better discerners than children. You know, if a child is bored, they'll tell you they're bored. If they feel scared, they'll say they're scared, and they're very good at picking up on raw energy without the ego getting involved, because they're not afraid to say that they feel a certain way. And so they're very connected to intuition, which is something that when we get older we kind of lose touch with, because I think we live in a world that really overshadows intuition with the idea that intellect is something that we should hold as superior. So yeah, and I've got, obviously, to just bring the energy into the meditation completely, we got the inner child with the heart chakra completely open, third eye open, and we've got the starseed elemental card, which is all about the wisdom of children. And I love this card. It makes me very emotional. And yeah. Oh, and we also, one last card we've got, and it's funny because usually when I do the cards from this pack, which is the Lemurian pack, I take out the chakra cards because usually I'm using the chakra cards to align them with other cards, but I got the message to actually keep the chakra cards in, and funnily enough I got 2 chakra cards. So we got sacral, creativity, fun, how are we going to bring our creativity to the world, and we've got heart. And connecting these two is so important to actually bringing our creativity into the world, because our heart is telling us that is your creative process. That's what drives you and what your heart wants to sing. So, yeah. And funnily enough, I've been really picking the music. But we've got some sacral chakra singing bowls, and I put this on and it's got me in the mood. So I'm going to keep it on. Yeah. So let's go ahead and start some guided meditation. Going to do little bells, get us in the vibe, get us in the mood. Hopefully we're already in the mood, but yeah. And so during this meditation, if you start to feel your thoughts drift and wander, just try to bring your attention either back to my voice or back to your breath or back to the music in the background, and just accept every thought that comes up and embrace it, and don't put too much energy into trying to push them aside. So I'd like you to place your hands either facing upwards to receive energy or downwards for grounding, or however you feel most comfortable. And just, you can lie down, you can put your head against the wall, and just find a comfortable spot where you feel like you can relax. And gently begin to close your eyes. And let's begin to bring attention to our breath. Breathing in through our nose, feeling our stomach expand. Exhale, deflate. Another deep inhale, drawing light into our bodies. Inhale. Exhale, sigh, let it out. Another deep inhale, becoming more relaxed with every breath. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And we'll begin to scan our bodies, beginning with where our bodies meet the earth, our feet. Bringing awareness and feeling light rising in our bodies as we make our way slowly up our legs, bringing loving awareness to each part of us, and bringing more light as we become aware of our bodies. Inhaling and exhaling, releasing any tension we may be holding in our muscles. Bring your awareness up into your knees, into your thighs, releasing tension in your hips, Releasing tension in our bellies. Feeling each vertebrae begin to light up as we bring light up our backs, dropping our shoulder blades down our spines. Bringing our awareness down our right arm, our right hands. Feeling light beginning to flood our body. Make your way down your left arm, your left hand, allowing all tension to begin to drop. Bring your awareness to your neck, your jaw, allowing your mouth to softly drop open. Feeling our nose begin to release tension, our nasal passage. Feel the creases on our eyelids begin to soften out, like an iron smoothing out any wrinkles, any creases. And finally we come to our foreheads. Feeling a wave of calm begin to wave over our entire bodies. As we begin to soften our eyebrows, releasing any tension we may be holding in our foreheads. Inhaling and exhaling deep, cyclical, rhythmic breaths. Beginning to invite in a stronger sense of calm and acceptance into our lives. And I'd like you to imagine you're out somewhere in nature. Perhaps you're sitting by a tree and you look out and you're sheltered where you are, looking out a vast view beyond you. This could be the ocean, mountains. Feel that you're surrounded and protected by the nature. You have a basket next to you, and it's got stone inside, maybe a few stones. Notice the color of these stones and see them beginning to glow. Behind you there's a path leading deeper into the nature that you're in. The path is also lit up. You begin to follow this path deeper into nature. And as you walk deeper into nature, you become aware of a child. And as you get closer, you realize that it is your child self. Feel your heart space expand as you see the innocence and the love inside this child. And take a moment to receive how this child is. How do they feel? How do they feel today? And once you've received the message of how they feel, take their hand in yours and feel how warm their hand is and how trusting they are of you. Show them the stones inside your basket and see their faces light up with joy as they see this dazzling, rock inside your basket. Tell them that this is also their rock, and they're welcome to play with this rock whenever they want. See your child self beginning to light up with joy and relax in your presence. And feel how connected you are to this child's joy. You and the child begin to make your way out of the denser part of nature that you were in. Bring yourself to the vast expanse of land, outside of the forest or the jungle, wherever you may be, and show them the view. Notice how excited they are, how joyful they are, and how unashamed they are of every emotion that they have. You feel the beauty, the honesty of this child. And as you watch them smile at the incredible nature of the view, feel how connected you are to their joy and how healing it is to be in their presence of complete joy and complete bliss. You watch the child skipping around in nature and you call them towards you and ask them to give you a hug. You feel your heart against theirs and you embrace them. And you feel how much love you have to give to your child's self and how proud you are of them. You look down at your chest, and in the center of your chest, a beautiful light begins to open. A glowing emerald green light emanating from your chest. And I'm asking Archangel Chamuel to come through and touch that up and activate all of our 9th dimensional heart chakras, connecting us to the cosmic heart. And as we feel this angel's presence and we feel our heart space expand, feel the light from our heart space, our heart center begin to brighten up. And look down at your child's self and see how open they already are. Take both of their hands in yours and feel the transmission of love between you two. And I'm asking Archangel Michael to join the space and place a deep blue cloak of protection around all of our bodies and around our child selves, sealing and protecting our energy. And breathe into your body, into your heart, into your belly, allowing more light and more peace to enter every cell of your being. Bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your surroundings. And in this space in nature that you're in, come to sit with your child self, cross-legged on the ground. You notice that the sun is directly in front of you, and both of you begin to close your eyes and feel the warmth of the sun beginning to kiss your skin, blanketing you in warmth and light. And see this light beginning to enter your bloodstream, pumping around your bloodstream. And on the crown of your head, your crown chakra, the 1,000 petaled lotus begins to open. And you receive light from beyond your crown chakra, down your body, down the center line, the midline. Stretching deep into the earth, grounding you in space, in nature. Next to you is your child self, glowing with light. Your child self who already is completely open to energy and is being healed by the light that you are now allowing into your body. And before leaving this space, I would like you to look once more at your child self and ask them what they would like to do with the rock that you gave them in the beginning. With the glowing crystal rock you gave them at the very beginning of the meditation. And listen for their answer. And there can be many answers. For your child self is uninhibited and has a vast ability to dream. And with the messages from your child self, see you two working as a team to anchor into your life now, your most creative and most intuitive self, completely able to discern what is right for you and what is your path, unique to anyone else's. And know that your child self is helping you to build your world at all times. And when you're ready, begin to slowly leave this space in nature, saying goodbye to your child self, seeing how happy they are that you've come. And feel yourself beginning to enter your own body, this space. As we begin to close the meditation, grounding all of our energy down into the earth, feeling roots connecting us to the crystal core of Mother Nature. As we call all of our own light, all of our own source light back to us. Feeling the space beginning to get smaller as we become aware of our bodies. Maybe beginning to move our hands, move our feet a little bit. Coming back into the rooms that we're in. And then when we're ready, without any need to rush, in your own time, slowly begin to open your eyes. Lovely. I'm gonna do a little singing bowl, wake us up a bit, wake me up a bit. Okay. Oh. Beautiful. That is the end of the meditation. I hope that everyone's feeling as good as I'm feeling now. I really feel the need. I feel like I want to laugh. I'm feeling very joyful all of a sudden, which is great. Yeah, so hopefully everyone enjoyed that and got something out of it. And well, where I am, it's nice and sunny outside, and I haven't been out, and it's also been snowing. So snow, sun, I just want to go outside now, enjoy the beautiful nature, enjoy the day, enjoy my life. Yes, loads of love for everyone who's watching, and have an amazing day. Mwah!